All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Sorry for the late start. Ran into a little technical difficulty while prepping for the stream, but we're back. We're good to go. And we are wrapping up week one with a battle of the NFC North. The Minnesota Vikings, led by J.J. McCarthy, are traveling to Chicago to take on Caleb Williams and the Chicago Bears. Game's already in progress. And the Vikings started with the football, and in short, they couldn't do anything. On a third down and short, McCarthy ended up getting sacked. So the Bears are now taking over for their opening drive possession and are down at the 39-yard line. So, away we go from Chicago. We're going to jump right into it here, folks. So, Caleb Williams' rookie season was not good. Certainly had some ups and downs, but mostly downs. Let's see what he can do in his second year with the Bears. First down for Chicago from their own 39. Williams out to his right. Pass is going to be caught for a gain of 4 as he steps out of bounds. That was none other than DeAndre Swift. Second down at 7 from the 42. Jumping right into it here, folks. Williams. Oh, under some pressure. Williams now throws to Swift. Swift has room and picks up a first down at midfield. 2 plays, a first down for Chicago. All right. Brings up a first down from the 50-yard line. Swift is in the backfield. He gets the toss. Will just get 3 yards. So, Vikings had one of the best records at the NFL last year. Yet they fell at the hands of the Rams in the playoffs because they couldn't come in the clutch. All right. Second down at 6. Williams steps back over the middle, wide open, first down. Bears move the chains again. This is an interesting development unfolding, I will say that. On first down, Williams' pass. Is that caught by DJ Moore? Looks like it is. With 2 Vikings defenders on him, Moore was able to somehow haul that one in. That's a gain of about 4. Oh boy. Second down and 4 from the 30. Swift gets the handoff and he gets stopped immediately at the 30-yard line of the line of scrimmage. Not a good play there for Swift. 3rd Third down and 5 coming up for the Bears. Third down from the 30. And a timeout taken by Chicago. They were not ready in time. Ugh. God. See, sea blows in my face sometimes, and my eyes get watery. They start to tear up for some reason. I'm not crying or anything. It's just eye irritation. And also because there is something in my freaking eye, for crying out loud. Okay, good there. Luckily, these glasses have blue light protectors. All right, third down and 5 coming up for the Bears. Williams. Pressure. Out to his right. Throws! Caught by Odunze. Was he in? Yes, he was! Rome Odunze with a big catch on the sideline. Let's make sure. 1 foot's down. And the other one's in. That's a catch. Holy crap, what a catch. First down from the 13. Williams, quick throw. And brought down at the 13-yard line. Okay, so that was second down. Or now it is second down. A gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. And now the Vikings are going to call a timeout. Good Lord. Now the Vikings weren't ready for their defensive play. Man. The Bears offense last season were one of 3 teams without an opening drive touchdown. The other 2 being the Steelers and the Seahawks. Can the Bears finally get an opening drive touchdown and break the drought from last year? They also had 27 points in the first quarter last season, fewest by the Bears since 1937. Golly! Second down and 3 from the 6-yard line. Swift gets the handoff and tripped up at the 9. And they go backwards. Oh, boy. Third and 6 from the 8. Williams steps back. Looking out to his left. He's going to run. He's going to score. Touchdown, Chicago. Caleb Williams runs it in himself, and the Bears get on the board first. 9-yard rushing score by the second-year quarterback, Caleb Williams. What a start for the Bears. A massive turnaround from last season. For the first time since 2 years ago. got themselves an opening drive touchdown. 10 plays, 61 yards, 5-minute 41 scoring drive. 5-minute 41 second scoring drive. Now here's the extra point, and it's good. 7-0 lead for Chicago. Well, this is an unexpected development. The Bears up 7-0 over the Vikings? I'm not going to assume anything, but it is early. Maybe the Bears might actually look around and stun the Vikings. That would be interesting. Oh, boy. Oh, that's a 2K26 promo if I've ever seen one. Wow. Well, I tell you though, man, what a start for this Bears team. It's a complete surprise after what's been happening here. All right, let's go ahead and jump into it here. Kickoff time. Back to the first. I didn't even see that. Here's the return. Oh! Takes a hit to the head! Oh! Boy, returner took a shot on that kick return. Oh! Blasted! Jesus! Just side swipes the guy. Golly! First down from the 24. McCarthy throws to Justin Jefferson. Forced out of bounds for a gain of 4. One of 4 players to start the career with 5 straight 1,000 receiving yard seasons is Justin Jefferson. Second and 6 from the 28. McCarthy hands off to Aaron Jones. Stuffed up immediately, only gets a single yard. Jesus Christ, nothing going right for Minnesota tonight. Third down and 4 from the 30. So now he picked up 2 yards. McCarthy steps back. Bears bring up blitz. McCarthy gets out of it, and he can't keep his balance, and he'll get sacked. Oh, man, McCarthy had a chance. McCarthy had a chance. He got out of the sack, but he couldn't keep his balance and loses yardage. It's 4th down, and the Vikings will have to punt this away. So the Vikings will have to punt this away. Go 3 and out again. Here's the kick back to Chicago. The return from the 20. Duvernay down at the 25. All right, back to work go the Bears. Whew. Oh, man. This has been unexpected for both of these teams for me. I didn't expect both of these teams to be how they are. The Vikings with 2 straight 3 and outs. So, not much I can really say here during these commercial breaks, because what really is there for me to say? All right. But in any case, let's see what Caleb Williams and the offense of the Bears can do here. .451 left in the first quarter. Let's see. Bears are going to start this drive from their own 25-yard line. Williams throws to Swift, who's wide open, and he can't get anything. Andrew Van Ginkel on the tackle on Swift, who stopped him from getting any gain on that play. 2nd down coming up for the Bears. Again, last year this team was a disappointment. Caleb Williams was a bust. They hardly had any momentum. It proved to be difficult. 2nd down from the 25. Williams in trouble. Gonna run. Picks up the 1st down. And he slides down at the 39-yard line. Caleb Williams using his legs a little bit on that one. Holy crap. What a move. Whew. Boy, he those moves on that run. So I believe it's going to put the football now at, let's see, the 33-yard line, it looked like. Not the 38, good Lord. Here's a handoff to DJ Moore. Wide receiver becomes a running back as he'll pick up 4 yards on that one. Second down. Well, that momentum is staying with Chicago right now. They have not looked back ever since scoring that opening drive touchdown, which I will say Caleb Williams didn't throw a single incompletion on that drive. Threw for 51 yards and finished it off with the rushing score himself with his legs. Second down and 5 from the 43. Oh, we got flags. Movement all over the place. False start on Chicago. So it becomes a 2nd and 10. Coming up on 2.5 minutes left in this first quarter. Bats up to the 38 again. Williams, looking, time running out. Sidearms it. Oh, man, and Loveland bobbled the football, but he was able to hold on to it and pick up a few yards on the catch. It's going to be 3rd down and short coming up for the Bears. All right, 3rd down and short coming up. Quick throw, and Odunze gets on the ground, and he can't get anything. He's going to lose some yardage. It'll be 4th down. And what do the Bears choose to do here on 4th down? And they might just punt this away, honestly. Yeah, Williams is headed to the sideline. They're going to kick this away back to the Vikings. Oh, 4th and 6. Yeah, no, I didn't think they were going to go for that. All right, Torrey Taylor to punt it away for the Bears. Here's the kick. Goes out of bounds. We'll see who the official marks it here. Oh, there's some pushing and shoving after the play, and no. A couple of players getting into each other's faces, but that gets de-escalated. McCarthy will start inside the 20. Another break. I better get this backpack off of the floor. Jesus. Backpack that contains all my college gear. I just threw it like it was some kind of a book weight or something. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Now, what's this headline Snark just posted? I'm gonna show this for y'all. Check this shit out. Morning, Ravens fans. This might actually be worse than 28-3. Damn, I mean, that's just embarrassing. That was undeniably the game of the year last night. I can't believe it went down to the wire like it did. I thought the Ravens were going to run away with it. Little did we know that the Bills would have the magic and to pull off that incredible comeback. Snark and I witnessed it all last night. You missed it. If you missed our reactions, go watch the stream from last night. It was insanity. But anyways, back at it over in Chicago. Let's see how the Vikings will do on this next drive. They've had 2 consecutive 3-and-outs. 3 plays. Yeah, Vikings have just had 3-and-outs. 2 sacks on each of the first 2 drives, and both of them have been on 3rd downs. So, see what the Vikings can do here. First down as they start from their own 19-yard line. Hand off to Jordan Mason, the former 49er. He takes it to the 25-yard line. Oop. Didn't put the down counter over here. That'll fix that. That'll fix that quickly. Oh, boy. Took a shot as well. 2nd and 4 from the 25. Mason again gets the first down at the 30-yard line. And that'll bring us to the end of quarter number 1. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to put a Be Back Soon screen here. Instead, what I'm going to do I am going to pull a Tom Grossi chair cam. I'll be back. I don't even know if the mic was muted or not. All right, here we go. Ready to start the second quarter. All right, it's a first down from their own, looks to be 30-yard line. Here we go. McCarthy Looking to pass. Takes a deep shot. Incomplete! Pass intended for Aaron Jones. And flags are going to fly all over the place as he was interfered with. That is going to be pass interference on the Bears. Had both of his arms all over Aaron Jones. Ugh, just cannot make that mistake. Boy, he just pushed him off too. All right, first down after the PI penalty. Fakes the handoff. McCarthy gonna run! And he gets the first down as he picks up 11. Makes a bunch of Bears players miss him, and he'll get the first down with his legs. This is the first time the Vikings have shown any kind of momentum tonight. Oh my God. On first down, hand off to Mason, down to the 11. It was at the 16-yard line where they had the first down, and they moved to the 16. All right, second down at 5 coming up. Mason's in the backfield. Second down. He gets the handoff, but he gets swallowed up by that Bears defense, loses 2 yards and goes backwards. Third down coming up. They just went all out. Maybe I shouldn't break this thing apart. 3rd and 8. McCarthy throws. No, incomplete for Jefferson. McCarthy thought he had Jefferson. Let's take a look at the replay to make sure. This will say it at the ground. Oh, right through his hands. Oh, that wasn't complete. Dang. I thought he had it right through his arms. Oh, man, that hurts. I thought he had it. 31-yard attempt as they go for the field goal is good. Minnesota's finally on the board. Oh, boy. So it's been a game, I'll tell you that. Oh boy. All right, let me just I just finished eating this as quickly as I can. Boy, I tell you. Oh, God. What am I doing? Losing my mind here. Oh. Oh, wow. That's a beautiful red moon. Well, let's see what the Bears can do here. They're going to get the kickoff. 12:48 left in the second quarter. Kickoff. See how the Bears answer to the Vikings field goal. Here's the kick. Duvernay on the return. Duvernay stumbles a little bit. Flag is down. Devin Duvernay out of bounds and near the 35-yard line. Will this solid return by Duvernay stand? See what the call is. I think this might indeed be on the Vikings. So I think the Bears are going to have solid field position. Illegal formation on the Vikings. So it's a 5-yard penalty, and the Bears get closer. Bears are looking to try to cap off this drive with a potential 2-point lead. All right, here we go. First down from the 39-yard line. Williams throws it across the field. Pass is caught by DJ Moore. Still rumbling. And down inside the Vikings 40-yard line. Good Lord, what a catch. What a start for that drive. From Williams to Moore. Dang. Even stiff-armed a defender on his route to picking up more yardage. Golly. First down now from the Minnesota 31. Hand off 2 more on the run. He'll only take it to the 30. Whew. Wow, and for Williams, that's 10 straight 10 straight completions to start the game. That's impressive. All right, second down and 9 from the 30. And some movement on the field. The flag gets thrown. And it's going to be a false start on the Bears. So they'll move back 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 15. Second down for the 35. Under pressure, escapes a sack. He gets out of 2 sack attempts, runs it himself, and he'll go down to the 27-yard line. That is going to be 3rd and short coming up for the Bears. 3rd and short? What am I saying? It's going to be 3rd and long. Ugh, I can't even speak tonight. Oh, boy. Believe it's going to be 3rd and 6. Yep. More movement. More flags get thrown. Oh, my God. Another false start on the Bears. It's back to it. Now it's officially a 3rd and long. 3rd and 11. Golly. That's the 4th Chicago penalty in this game. They've had 4 penalties for 57 yards. All right, 3rd down and 11. They hand it off to Swift, and he's going to be a couple of yards shy of the 1st down. It's going to be 4th down and about 2, we'll call it. And it's going to be time for them to bring out the field goal unit. Riker from Minnesota and Cairo Santos for the Bears. Got it. Well, I take that back. Looks like they are going for this. Bears are going to go for it on 4th down and 3. And a timeout taken by the Bears. I think they just tried to get the Vikings to jump. Wow, last playoff win for the Bears has been 2010. Last winning season was in 2018, and that was the season of the Cody Parkey double doink. We all remember that one when they lost to the Eagles when they were heavy favorites to win that game in actuality. And yet they fell to the Eagles. It had to be the Eagles, man. Curse you, Cody Parkey. That's all I can say. Golly, man. 4th and 3, and the pass is incomplete. They do go for it, and it doesn't work. Well, that wasn't what Chicago needed. A turnover on downs. Minnesota's going to take over. Off the hands of the Minnesota defender, and the Bears' drive gets halted as they can't pick up any points. It's back to Minnesota football in just a moment. Finish up this piece of Mexican sweetbread. Oh, boy. Needless to say, this has been an interesting game. And up. Get them the first down for Minnesota. There's Daniel. I was wondering when he was going to make his presence known in the chat. Good seeing you as always, Daniel. All right, here we go. First down from the 25-yard line after the turnover on downs. Hand off to Aaron Jones. He's in some trouble early, and he'll only get a single yard. Golly. All right, second down and 8. McCarthy's pass is caught by T.J. Hawkinson, the tight end, down to the 30. All right, third down and 4 for the Vikings. Crowd in Chicago going crazy here. Third and 4. McCarthy steps back. Bears bring a blitz. Pass is caught. And I don't think Jefferson got there. It's going to be fourth and short. Oh, it's going to be 4th and 1. Wait, so are the Vikings about to kick this away? I'm kind of surprised they are kicking this away. I generally would have went for it, but then again, they are deep in their own territory, so I guess maybe it's the right call. The punt goes out of bounds inside the 30. And just like that, the Bears go back to work. Break apart the dang ice. Why is it so difficult to do that? doing? Jesus. All right, 6:52 left in the first half. I was going to say first quarter. All right, Bears taking over after the Vikings yet again go 3 and out. On first down, Williams' pass is broken up. Incomplete second down. All right, second down and 10. Williams, Vikings now bring a blitz of their own. Flag is down. Williams throws, and the catch can't quite be made. It just goes above the hands. Would it have mattered, though, if he had caught it in bounds? Nope, it wouldn't have. Holding on Kyle Monangai, number 25. I have no idea how you pronounce the dude's name. No, it's not third down. What am I doing? It's second and long. God. All right, third down for the Bears. Williams looking under pressure. Still up somehow. He gets forced out of bounds for a gain of only 2, but man, so much pressure was brought on Williams. So distracted, I forgot to change it to third down. It was third down, now it's fourth down. How on earth did number 93 Allen not get the sack on Williams? I thought he had him down. That is so humiliating. All right, here is the punt. I don't know what the hell that was, but that punt nearly got blocked. They're going to try a return from inside the 15, and it'll get down to the 23, 24-yard line. Oh my God, man. Well, folks, this Monday has been pretty chaotic. Because I actually have to deal with a rude customer today, but I'm going to spare you all the details. Aside from having to deal with that rude customer, it's just been a night of ups and downs. But the new gaming room at the campus finally opened up, and I got to catch up on my Fortnite, for crying out loud. I mean, I haven't touched the game for 2 weeks. It may not sound like a lot, but in Fortnite terms, you may as well call that a whole year. God, man, it felt good to finally catch up on Fortnite and not have to deal with freaking lag from Amazon Luna. Because that was how I was playing it while the room was being closed for maintenance, I guess. Now it's level 40 in Fortnite, which I know isn't a lot, but I'm trying to catch up very badly. All right, first down for the Vikings from their own 24. Here is Mason on the handoff, and he'll pick up the first down. But there is a flag down, and this may be coming back. Justin Skule of the Vikings gets called for offensive holding, so move him back. First and 20. First down at 20. That pass gets broken up at the line of scrimmage. Jeez. Second and 20. McCarthy hit as he throws in. That is incomplete. Bears think they have a fumble, but no, it is incomplete. So now they've got a third and 20 coming up. Boy, the Vikings are getting humiliated right now. Defender got an arm on McCarthy as he threw it, leading to an awkward throw and the incompletion. All right, so that brings up a third and 20. They are pinned at the 14-yard line. Meanwhile, there's some confusion with the play clock as it counted down. And apparently the Vikings thought they had a timeout, but no, they did not. They had a delay of game, and that's going to be another 5-yard penalty. So now it's third down at 25. The play clock indeed had run out, and they didn't get the playoff in time at all. The Bears faithful are just getting even louder. Third and 25 from the 9. McCarthy to Mason. He's got a long way to go. And he's only going to get to the 15-yard line to make up the penalty yardage, and that is it. Boy, another Vikings drive ending in disaster here. They'll have no choice but to punt this away again. Wow. How's this for a stat for the Vikings tonight? Out of 5 drives that they've had tonight, 4 of them have been 3-and-outs. 4 of them. Here's the kickoff back to Chicago by Duvernay. Gets tackled at the 40-yard line. Next Monday, we're, of course, going to have a doubleheader of Monday Night Football action. We'll start off with the Buccaneers against the Texans. And did that say 10 p.m. Eastern? So it's going to start at 9 p.m. my time. Oh, God. So we'll have the Bucs taking on the Texans, and then we will have the Chargers taking on the Raiders. I might just use 2 scoreboards for this, honestly. On first down for the Bears, hand off to DeAndre Swift. He only gets 3 yards. Let's throw that up there. Storylines for week 1, of course, the incredible comeback from the Bills last night. 16 unanswered points. Micah Parsons with his first sack for the Packers. Aaron Rodgers with 4 passing touchdowns against the Jets. Unexpected stars have been shining here in week 1. Second down at 6, coming up on 3:45 left in the first half, and somebody jumped. Flags are down all over the place. That's going to be a false start on Chicago. Boy, last night, Bills trailed by 15 with under 4 minutes left. 4th win in 2,316 NFL games in that situation since 2000. Jesus Christ. It's crazy. 2nd and 11. Williams' pass is caught. And that's a first down. That is Zacchaeus, the former Eagle. Picks up the first down for Chicago. First down. Here's a handoff to Swift, and he just gets 3 yards. Yeah, I might just screw around and just use a second touchdown graphic for so I think what I might do is I might like put the So I think what I might do is I don't know. Well, I guess we'll see what happens. Here's Swift on 2nd and 7, and he gets almost nothing. Maybe a yard at best, but that's it. See, because before, for the Monday Night Football doubleheaders, I had this overlay. But now that I have this graphic here, I think I may just use like 2 of these. So, like I said, wait, is it next Monday where we're gonna have a doubleheader? Or is it 2 weeks from now? Oh no, it is a doubleheader. That's going to be weird. A doubleheader in week 2, because if you remember last year was the Eagles and the Falcons. It was a single game. So, yeah, I don't know, man. It's going to be weird that they're going to have a doubleheader in week 2 at all. But it's going to be the Bucs and the Texans in the first game, and then the second game will be the Chargers and the Raiders. So I guess we'll see how those games go. jeez. That was a clean burp, man. Excuse me. That was embarrassing, dude. Oh my god, I'm embarrassed. It was only a burp that lasted a second. Disappointed in myself, man. Oh man. There's my embarrassing moment of the stream. Gosh. Like it was just a tiny burp, but it was enough to be picked up by the mic and it's like as I hold the bear C in reverse. Oh, that's embarrassing. Yeah, that's so embarrassing. Alright, so we were at the 2-minute warning. Now here we go with a 3rd down and 5 for the Bears. They converted 2 third downs to start the game, but since then they haven't converted a single 3rd down attempt. They have a 3rd and 5 here. Williams throws it. Zacchaeus has the first down. Well, there's the first 3rd down conversion that they've had in a while. Well, I will say that keep in mind the Bears will get the football to start the second half because the Vikings started out with it and went 3 and out in the first half. All right, first down for the 32. You're Swift on the handoff. And the Vikings defense has found a way to stop the run because Swift has not been able to get much this second quarter. Just a gain of 2 on that run. Or 3. All right, coming up on a minute left in this second quarter from the 29. Swift gets a toss. Just 2 yards on that one, 3rd and 5. And that graphic they just put up confirmed it. Bears will get the second half kickoff. All right, 3rd down from the 27-yard line. Williams to his right. Odunze makes the catch, but he will not have enough for the first down. And will the Bears go for a field goal? Timeout Minnesota. They use their second one. Or will they go for it here with 28 seconds left? I thought about it, but now the Bears are going to head to the offense is going to head to the sideline. They're going to bring out Cairo Santos for the field goal. All right, so official distance on this is going to be a 42-yard attempt. Good snap, good hold, kick is up. Oh, it curves in. It's good. So the Bears take a 10-3 lead. Wow. All right, so 24 seconds. My guess is the Vikings are just going to maybe try Hail Mary, maybe see what they can see if they can maybe get into range, but I just don't see them. I do not see them trying to make any progress down the field and get any points. I think they probably just send us to the half. All right, here's Santos to kick it away. Here's the return. From the 20, down at the 31. Clock stops with 19 seconds left. All right. Here is a first down for the Bears. The Bears, listen to me. They're the Vikings! Jesus. McCarthy throws it deep down the field. It's caught! Oh, boy, making the catch. But getting tackled inbounds, I think they're probably good. Why is the clock stopped? He was tackled in bounds. Why have they stopped the clock? Are they looking to see if maybe he was in bounds? He got tackled in, though. The knee was down in bounds. Why isn't that clock running? You gotta be kidding me. Oh, my God. Well, Vikings took the timeout immediately after the catch anyway, but Jesus, man. So timeout Minnesota. They'll use their last one with 11 seconds left. It was Naylor on the catch in bounds. Oh, my God. Crazy sequence that just unfolded. My God. All right. 11 seconds left, and they're just going to bring out the field goal unit now. Kind of surprised the Vikings don't want to try to maybe move it closer. I mean, they have time to maybe take a shot to the sidelines and maybe throw it to a receiver and have them get out of bounds. Kind of surprised they're choosing to kick the field goal now. Plus, Will Reichard, that's not a name in the kicker universe that we recognize, so. Oh, this is going to be a 59-yard attempt. Good snap, good hold. He got it. Wow. 59-yarder by Reichard is good. They get 3 points out of it, and it's 10-6. But there's still 6 seconds left on that clock. They could have afforded to take at least one shot, maybe try moving down the field, but I guess that's not the case. I guess they just wanted the points now because they didn't want to take any chances. Maybe they could have turned it over, who knows? Well, they got the points they wanted at least. I'm not gonna hate on them for that. But now they're going to kick it right back to the Bears, and they'll probably take it to the end of the half. Probably a sequence of 2 minutes that we're not really going to care about. Well, Will Reichard, 59-yarder tonight, ties the Soldier Field record for longest field goal kicked in that field. Dang. Also, I hope I'm pronouncing that kicker's name right. Will Reichard. That's how I think it's pronounced. If someone wants to tell me otherwise, y'all can let me know in the chat. But jeez. Now here's the return, and he will take it to the 50-yard line, but that's going to be the end of the half. So that's how the half comes to an end. Got it. Well, we're at halftime, folks, and the Bears will get the football to start the second half. Oh, my God. This has been a close battle, folks. Oh, Lord. Okay, so bear with me, folks. I'm going to be gone for like a few minutes here. But I'm going to be giving y'all chair cam once again because I got to put the recycling and the trash bins on the front of the house because that's my chore around here, around the house. So I'll be right back in just a second. Jesus, man, just looking at this chair makes me need to buy a new one so badly, man. I do not like this chair anymore. These GT racing style chairs, this was a horrible purchase. This thing was a nightmare to set up. Freaking. I'm getting flashbacks now to when I first set this up. I was excited, but setting this up was so hard. It wasn't even funny. Like, here, let me give you a better look at this thing. I mean, just look at this thing. Now, before it had like some kind of a back support down here, but I was a tall guy. This thing doesn't do it justice. So I had to remove it, and the head cushion straps were, as the camera wires touching bottles of water that are empty that I need to get rid of. But anyways, so this head cushion wasn't originally here. The straps were like inside these things, but they were so low because my head is like, I'm a tall guy. I'm over 6 feet, so I have to move it around like to the, oh God. Fucking bottles of water flying all over the place. And my Nintendo Switch is coming off of its dock somehow. What the heck? Well, anyways, let me just rotate it. So I have to improvise, and the straps of the chair are like around this compared to around these two holes where the straps are meant to be at. But the only reason I moved them was because I'm a tall guy, and this just didn't work at all. Like, the cushion would be like way down here on the back of my neck. Let's look at these armrests. These are crap. Especially, look at the material. And on the left one, it's even worse. Like, look at this stuff. The leather on this thing was starting to detach almost a few months after I started using this thing. And then, flash drive on the floor. shows you how messy my freaking room is, but... And these are the wheels, and look at how wide apart they are, for crying out loud. Like, it touches that wheel baseboard down there to here. That's at least 3 feet wide. Like, the wingspan of those chairs of this chair is so awful. Like, it's not even funny. Okay. Bear with me here. I'm going to have to move the camera back, but... It was such a nightmare, dude. Like, I really want to get a new chair so badly, but... There's just not much I can really do anymore. This budget's not being friendly to me at all. Oh shoot, JFR, I just missed you in chat there, buddy. I'm sorry. I think I was taking out garbage right as you right as you got in chat, so I do apologize for that. Name is Ryan, okay. I'm just looking at your channel page there, so bear with me. But, and JFR, good to see you in chat. But, yeah, I ran over about the chair. I know it said I was going to get a new chair during last season and never did, and I've stuck with this one ever since. But I might just mess around and just buy one of those office-style chairs, because while I'm a gamer, this is not it. Also, can I just also mention the sides of these things? Like, look at the sides of this thing. Like, yes, I'm wearing shorts before YouTube gets on me. And Crocs, so no foot pervs. Anyways, but you look at the sides of these things, it's almost like you're being grasped. It's almost like I'm being grasped when I sit on this thing. Almost like the chair has a freaking grip on me, for goodness sake. And the seating on this is not comfortable. Also, I negated to show you this. I'm going to get rid of the scoreboard real quick. Okay, so look at this. That is from wear and tear. Parts of the cushion were starting to rip off too. Like, I'm amazed this chair has survived the test of time, if we're being completely honest. It's insane how long I've had this chair and how long it's stayed with me all this time. But what can I say? That's just the way the chairs are built, honestly. Yeah, like I said, I may just screw around and get an office style chair and just go with that. But again, it's just not my budget right now. Well, looks like Mel's about to go live for her stuff. It's Rift Tracks and Chatbox tonight. All right. I might hop on there just to say hi, but the second half's about to start in a minute anyway, so I did see we had our viewers count at 7 at one point, so thank you so much for the support if you were hopping on here. This is the stream's definitely been working out for the better for me, so thank you so much for hopping on and watching, stopping by, even if it's just for a few minutes to watch me. Just thank you all so much. Went down to 329 subscribers, but would love to get back to at least 330. So if you're new here, don't hesitate to subscribe. We got lots of NFL live reactions every single week. We do every Thursday night game, every Sunday afternoon game. At least one Sunday afternoon game that I'm going to do. I do every Sunday nighter and every Monday nighter for the NFL season. Meanwhile, I'm looking at Joe Buck in the commentary booth, and he's growing a little bit of a beard. Not a fan of that look, honestly. Hangman still looks the same. He still hasn't changed, but Buck growing that beard of his? Jesus. All right, well, second half is underway, and we continue from Chicago. All right. So I believe the Bears are going to start from inside their own 25. And let's get the second half underway. The hell do you mean backup incomplete, Google? Jesus. Leave me alone about that crap. All right, anyways. First down for the Bears. Williams throws in. It's incomplete for DeAndre Swift, who can't quite make the catch. It's going to be second down. I will say, though, on a good night, this chair can be comfortable. Like it is now. All right, second down from the 22. Williams throws in, and that one's incomplete for Cole Kmet. Well, that'll bring up a third down and 10. Bears could potentially go 3 and out on this opening drive of the second half, and they could be collapsing. Then again, McCarthy's been no better. Defense right now for Minnesota doing their part, but they got a third down and 10 coming up for the Bears. Here's Williams. Throws, and that one's incomplete for Zacchaeus. Good God. 3 straight incompletions from Caleb Williams to start the second half. The first one was incomplete to Swift. The second one was incomplete for Cole Kmet. And the third one was incomplete for Zacchaeus. He couldn't connect with anybody. Golly. Just like that, the Bears do indeed go 3 and out to start the second half. And just like that, they're going to punt it away to the Vikings. Well, that was quite a turnaround, I will say that. Here's the return from the 30. He's at the 40. He's at the 50. And down at the Chicago 48-yard line. Vikings are going to have some pretty good field position to start their opening drive of the second half. Oh, my God. What a return. Well, I tell you, could the Vikings now turn it around for themselves? Here we go from their own 49. McCarthy passes batted and incomplete. Oh, he couldn't get that complete at all. Oh, wow, but a flag came in late. I didn't see that. Roughing the passer on Deo Odeyin Bingo. I don't even know. I don't even know if I said the name right because the graphic cut to the instant replay before I could even check. Deo Odeyingbo. Flagged for roughing the passer. It's going to give the Vikings a first down at the Bears 34. 6th Chicago penalty tonight. Hand off to Aaron Jones. Ugh, stuffed up at the line. He can't get anything. All right, second down. Toss to Jones again. He cuts back, but he can only get 2 yards. Good Lord. Third down and 8, and the pass is intercepted. And the only man that had a chance to beat him got blocked. Touchdown, Chicago! Vikings-Bears! After they went 3 and out on the opening drive, the defense gets a pick 6 for the Bears. Nashawn Wright for a 74-yard return. My God, man. Vikings are still god-awful. Wow. You thought they were out of it when they went 3 and out. But Nashawn Wright was like, guess again. He gets a 74-yard pick 6 on J.J. McCarthy. And they're up 17-6. Holy crap. Damn. I think the Vikings are done. Wow. That's unbelievable. Nashawn frickin' Wright, man. Golly, man. What a turnaround. It looked like the Bears were going to collapse because they went 3 and out on offense, but never count out that defense, at least in this game. Good God. Oh, man. Whew. 17-6 Bears. Man, my God. All right, here's the return by the Vikings, taken to the 35. First down for the 33. And down at the 40, or the 31. Second down at 6. McCarthy gets sacked! Third and 13. And they call a timeout. Looks like never mind. I thought it was a timeout call. It was a false start. No, I'm running. God, delay of game. Not a timeout, not a false start. A delay of game because they could not get the penalty. They could not get the play. Oh my God. Why can't I speak? I swear I'm not drunk or high. I promise you that. Oh my God. What is wrong with me, man? Third and 18. They got him again. Oh my God. They handed it up to Mason. And he gets nothing. Bears continuing to dominate this team. Here's the return by the Bears. Duvernay sidesteps on the sideline. He gets out of bounds inside the 35. Boy. I don't know what was crazier, the burp I had on the camera or the fact that I didn't know what penalty was being called and what even a penalty or what the difference is between a penalty and a play. Speaking of penalties, though, there was a flag down during the punt return, and it's going to be on the Bears for holding. I'm positive. I can't even speak, man. I don't know what happened in that sequence of events where I'm like, freaking. At first, I thought it was a timeout because the play was whistled dead. Then I see that a flag gets thrown. Okay, I throw out the graphic. I think it's a false start. Then the official makes a different signal. And he says delay a game, and oh my God. And then I say, not a timeout, not a false start, delay a game because they couldn't get the penalty. And then that's when I said, and that's when I lost it because I said freaking penalty instead of play. We could not get the play off in time. Is what I was trying to say. But for some reason, the word penalty slipped out of my mouth. Sweet Jesus. I've been doing this for 4 years and I'm still getting tongue-tied. Like, I just don't understand. taking a breather. Saving my voice for when they return to the game. First down for the Bears. Hand off to Swift. Can just get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's as far as he goes. Wow, defense tonight for the Bears. 3 sacks, 5 tackles for a loss, and 1 takeaway that results in a pick 6. Second down. Williams. Caught by DJ Moore. First down, Bears. Big play for the Bears again. I don't know. Did he get both feet in, though? Let's see. The catch was good by Moore. Tapped both feet in. First down. Oh, Van Ginkel on the stop. Brings down the receiver as soon as he makes the catch. 2nd and 13 coming up, a loss of 3. Second and 13. Williams. Incomplete for Zacchaeus. They'll bring up a 3rd and 13. Dude, it's Van Ginkel again. Got a hand on the football to break up the pass. Boy, this guy's been involved more than anybody on this Vikings defense, if we're being honest. Ugh. 3rd down from the 39. Williams throws it high. And it's going to be caught by Lovestead, but only for a gain of about 5. It's 4th down, and the Bears can't do anything on offense. They're going to have to kick this away. So it'll be 4th down and 9. Did I say Lovestead? I meant Loveland. Jesus Christ, I don't even know the players' names anymore. Here's the punt. It nearly gets blocked. Here's the return. Inside the 10, inside the 20, down to the 23-yard line. Whew. The coding didn't get overloaded. Doesn't look like it has been. Ah, oh, fuck. Oh, come on. Millstream can't be buffering. All right, first down for the Vikings. McCarthy. Low throw for Hawkinson. Bears think the ball came out after Hawkinson caught it. Defenders running back for a touchdown. What do the officials say? I think that might be Sewell on the return for the moment. Officials are saying he was down. He had both knees down. I mean, oh, he did. He was down, so they do rule it incomplete. His knees were down before he got touched, but as he gets back up on his feet, oh. Did that ball come out? And they're taking a look at this. I think the challenge flag has been thrown by the Bears. They're going to take another look at this, but it is under further review. There go my eyes. There go my eyes watering again. It is being taken. It is being looked at right now. Oh my god! I did it again. Well, the play does stand. Hawkinson was down by contact. So it is going to be 2nd down and 8, and the Bears are going to lose their first timeout because of it. So Hawkinson was down for a gain of 2 yards. So that brings up a 2nd and 8. McCarthy to Jones. Stiff arming defenders, and he takes it out of bounds at the 41. It's going to be 3rd down and about 3 coming up for the Vikings. Third and 2, actually. Good Lord. 7 third down attempts for the Vikings. They haven't converted a single one of them yet. They got a 3rd and 2 here from the 31. McCarthy throws. Caught by the returning Viking. Or never mind. Now they say it's incomplete. It was caught by the returning Viking Adam Thielen. But he lost it. Couldn't hold on to the football, and it hit the ground. It is an incomplete pass. It's 4th down. Adam Thielen cannot make the catch, and that's now 0 for 8 on 3rd down attempts. Vikings again have to kick this away. Duvernay will fair catch it at the 24. Well, I tell you, this Vikings team is certainly disappointed. All right, 2nd down and 1. Wait, what did I... Oh my god, I was so distracted by a notification I got from the phone that I missed the play. What happened here? DeAndre Swift carried the football. He picked up 9... Wow! Man, I missed a powerful run. My god! DeAndre Swift got through so many defenders for 9 yards. I can't... Williams throws more. Did he get the 1st down? Yes, he did. Well, time for another chair cam, folks. Have the Bears gotten to the end zone yet? No, they haven't. Well, they got a first down. Haven't missed much progress-wise. That's to put the pizza boxes from yesterday in the garbage recycling. All right, first down for the Bears. Swift again. Still pushing through. Is only going to get 2 yards. All right, second down and 8. 2:37 left in the third quarter. More Swift on the handoff. He gets out of tackles. DeAndre Swift. First down at the 35. All right, first down from the 35 and a whole bunch of movements. This might be on Minnesota. It was. I called it. False start. Oh my God, we're back to this crap again. I'm messing everything up. Neutral zone infraction on the Vikings. Jesus, I can't speak. First and 5. Swift. Boy, just carries defenders for the first down. Good Lord. Oh my God, dude. Boy, Swift just keeps on powering through that Vikings defense like it's nothing. First down from the 24. Williams throws to a wide open Swift. Flag is down as he gets tackled at the 10. Williams shaking his head because he thinks it's coming back. And it is. Darnell Wright of the Bears gets called for holding. So it's first and 20. First and 20 from the 34. Williams throws deep and it's incomplete. He could not connect with Cole Kmet. Oh. as I forgot to realize my mic was muted. Turns out the Bears are going to go for a field goal as Cairo Santos now lines up for a 50-yard attempt as the quarter starts. Good snap, good hold, and it's no good. Santos misses from 50 yards. They can't get any points. Well, it curved to the right and it never curved back inward, so no good. Ugh. Wide right. All right, first down for the Vikings following the missed field goal. Here is Mason on the handoff. He pushes through, still on his feet, and he'll get 7 yards. This game's not over by any means. I mean, the Vikings are only down 11. It's still a 2-score game. I mean, this is theoretically still possible for the Vikings to potentially come back and win it. The problem is they can't seem to do anything on offense. Like, their offense has just been horrible. And on defense, this isn't going to help. Blake Cashman, their linebacker, is out with a hamstring injury. Here's Mason again on second down. Gets out of some tackles. Jordan Mason into Bears territory and down at the 35. See, they maybe have to start doing that. But not with Aaron Jones, with Jordan Mason. I mean, the guy has proven to be the better running back than Jones. Like I said, it is still possible for the Vikings to come back from this. It's just they have to start doing something on offense. They haven't gotten to the end zone yet. They have to do it now. First down from the 35. Fake the handoff to Mason. Pass is caught by Justin Jefferson on the sideline. First down, Minnesota. First time I've said this guy's name with a big play. They're deep in Chicago territory now. They can't mess this up. It's a golden opportunity for them just knocking at the door. And Justin Jefferson got both feet in as he made the catch. That is indeed a first down. First down now from the Chicago 18. Back to Mason on the ground. Mason, runs into his own man. He runs into Thielen by accident. He still gets 6 yards. Second and 5. McCarthy. Oh, boy. Threw in the pass was broken up by, of all people, Josh Sweat, the former Eagle. Golly. Still remember a couple of years ago when the Eagles played the Cowboys at AT&T Stadium, and Josh Sweat picked up Dak Prescott on the first offensive drive for Dallas for a pick 6. God, it was embarrassing for them. All right, third down and 5. Better change the down counter here. McCarthy steps back. Throws. End zone. Touchdown. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson. Exactly what the Vikings needed. 13-yard score. The Vikings cut it down to 5. Boy, did the offense just wake up or something? They just flew down this field. They're starting to pick up the pace a little bit. They're doing exactly like I said. They're starting to do something on offense. It's almost like I summoned their offense into existence all of a sudden. But now they're going to go for 2 to try to make this a 3-point difference. McCarthy, under some pressure, flags are down. McCarthy getting out of tackles. He throws for the end zone, and it's intercepted. But let's see what the penalty is going to be, because I think the penalty was in the backfield. Or the flag was thrown in the backfield. Let's see who this is on. Ugh. Oh, it's on the Bears! It's on the Bears! There was a defensive hold. That's going to give the Vikings another shot at a 2-point try. Now it'll be from the 1. Oh, boy. There's 12-13 left in this game. Like I said, it's still theoretically possible for them to come back. McCarthy throws. Josh Oliver can't get in. Oh, it looked like he had the chance. Just could not get in. Stopped about a yard shy of the goal line, and it remains a 5-point difference. Oh, man. Well, Vikings got themselves a touchdown, though, exactly like I mentioned before. The offense had to start doing something. I mean, they were down only 11. So the fact that they got themselves a touchdown to cut it down to 5 for a 1-score difference, they needed that. They needed that. And could have used the halfback, but either way, if the Vikings can get themselves another stop like they did earlier against the Bears, they have an opportunity. But the defense, as it's been good all game, keeping them to 17 points. They have to get another stop here. Those that are in the chat watching, thank y'all so much for coming out. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. We do NFL streams like this with no, and I'm probably gonna copy Tom Grossi's script, but no ads, no interruptions for the most part, because I do still get interrupted, but no ad breaks, none of that crap. This is all live reaction, live commentary every single week. I do every Thursday night, Sunday afternoon game, just one of them though. Sunday night and every Monday night game, including both of the Monday night games at the same time if it ends up being the case. As we'll soon have one next week with a doubleheader, and I'll be doing both games. So if that's something you want to see me try to cover 2 games simultaneously in, then subscribe. We really do appreciate it. And thank you for your support in advance as we try to get to at least 500 subs. Set a sub goal of 500. Currently at 329 at the time of streaming here. But in any case, back to what I was saying. Vikings really need to get themselves another stop here. They got the stop they needed last drive by forcing them to go backwards on multiple offensive penalties, but they got to get themselves another stop. It's a 5-point game with what is it, under just over 12 minutes left. So theoretically, it's not over yet. Vikings have kept it close. The defense has carried them. The Bears haven't necessarily made this a runaway. $12-13 left, so Needless to say, this is going to come down to the wire. All right, here's the kickoff. Back to the Bears. Duvernay from the 10. Tripped up at the 24. Oh, boy. Not the best field position for Chicago on this drive. Oh, man. I think the Bears are going to start their next drive from their own 24. Got 12:09 left in this game. Plenty of time for the Vikings to potentially come back from this, but they got to get a stop here first and foremost. First down from the 25. Moore is in motion. Williams sacked! Holy crap! That's the first sack for the Vikings tonight! Oh, man! The Bears are starting to collapse! Hargrave comes out of nowhere to sack Williams! Oh, man! That's a good start for the defense. Handoff on second down. Swift gets swallowed up. Oh, man. Bears have not made any progress. They just keep going backwards. It's 3rd and 19. Oh, boy. They're backed up to the 16-yard line. 3rd and 19. Under 11 minutes left. Williams, quick throw, incomplete! Intended for Odunze, he couldn't make the catch! And of all things, the Bears go 3 and out! And it was Van Ginkel who broke up the pass for Odunze. Wow. The Vikings got the stop they needed. 3 and out for the Bears. And they got to punt this away. Here's the return from inside the 25. It's got a little bit of a scene here. Down inside the 50-yard line into Bears territory. At the 48. An opportunity now knocking for the Vikings. Oh, my God. What a turnaround this is turning out to be. Oh, my God. This is unreal, folks. The Bears are starting to collapse. I have to take some time to process what just happened, man. Holy shnikes. The Bears offense, who had been so productive the first 3 quarters, now here in the 4th, they are collapsing. They went 3 and out on their last drive. That's insane. I can't believe this. Like, this is... Now, the Vikings haven't necessarily gotten the lead yet. They still have to go down the field like they did last drive. Question is, though, can they do it? Oh, boy. So here we go, folks. Can the Vikings somehow, some way pull off this comeback? Again, keep in mind, they were only down 11. They just got themselves 6 points from that touchdown, but that failed 2-point conversion has made this a 5-point difference. Oh, boy. All right, first down for the Vikings. 10:37 left. They are at their own 20. They're at the 50-yard line. Excuse me, that they're at the 50. And off to Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones pushes through. He gets 9. Oh, boy. 2nd and 1. Good Lord, man. Aaron Jones, not much of a factor tonight. 6 rushes for just 17 yards on the night. That might have been his biggest run of the night so far. For 9 yards, 2nd down and 1. Jones in the backfield again. Fakes the handoff. McCarthy going deep and incomplete for Jefferson. Oh, they're going with the right method. They're doing the right thing though. They're being aggressive here. It's going to be 3rd down and 1, and we have an injury on the Bears defense. Oh, off his right hand. Could not haul that in. It's a 3rd and 1. I mean, they could run this, but they're taking injury timeout right now because of the Bears' defensive injury. Oh, man, oh, man. It's getting interesting, folks. I'm telling you, man. As the saying goes, it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. And that's definitely the case for these games that we've seen. Look at last night's game. I mean, that one was intense. This one could be just as crazy. Lordy, man. It's getting exciting now, folks. I honestly don't know who's going to win this. I mean, in my pick'em league, I had the Vikings winning this. And right now they're down 5, but again, won't see what they do on 3rd down until they return from the injury timeout because a Bears defensive player did go down. Is there a Wingstop special I should be aware of? No. It's just promoting the food itself. Like, what's the point of a commercial if you're not going to give any specials out? Like, what the heck? Made me think otherwise. Now to look at the Bears' defensive injury. Oh, a sprain on his left leg. Is that Deshaun Wright? Oh my God, it is. The man who got a pick 6 off of J.J. McCarthy is injured. Meanwhile, 3rd and 1 for the Vikings. Bears bring a blitz. McCarthy picks it up, and where was he even throwing to? But flags are going to fly, as I believe there was interference on the Bears. I think Naylor pleading his case that he got interfered with. I think he's going to get the flag that he was hoping for. I look to make sure. So it's Naylor, the intended receiver. Oh, he had his arms all over him. That's got to be interference. Stevenson on Naylor. Yep, that is interference. They call it. That's going to get the Vikings a first down. Good Lord, 11 Chicago penalties for 122 yards tonight. Oh, man. So now it's a first down at the 27. McCarthy going for it all. Caught! Touchdown, Minnesota! Aaron freaking Jones! Oh my goodness! Aaron Jones, 27 yards. And don't look now, but the Vikings are in front. They've come back. Oh my God. They freaking did it. This is unreal. They are now in the lead. And they're going for two again. McCarthy, end zone, caught by Adam Thielen. Conversion successful. And I gave the points to the wrong team. Holy crap. It is 20-17. Wow. They freaking did it, man. They were down 11 earlier in this game. And now here we are. They're in the lead by 3. J.J. McCarthy, man, he started off slow, but in this fourth quarter, man, has he rebounded. That's incredible. And the crazy thing is, I took a chance on McCarthy in one of my fantasy leagues. I've started him. He went 5 completions for just over 40 yards in the first half. In the second half, he's turning around. Like, I can't believe what I'm freaking seeing right now. Oh, my God. That's insane. Here's the kickoff to Chicago. And Duvernay will take a touchback. Oh my God, what a turnaround. First fourth quarter comeback hit. Ain't that the truth, Jason Purcell? God. And I should have mentioned Adam Thielen is returning to the Vikings after previously being on the Panthers. Signed with the Vikings as an undrafted free agent in 2013. Was acquired in a trade with the Panthers on August 27th. Since then, he's back on Minnesota. Jeez. Here we go. First down from the 35-yard line for the Bears. Still 9:46 left. Here's Swift on the handoff. Stuffed again! Boy, the run game has collapsed. Pretty much everything for the Bears has collapsed at this point. I can't believe what I'm seeing right now. Under 9.5 left to go. I mean, it's not over yet, but the Vikings keep getting themselves stops. This could get very interesting. Second down. Williams throws. Caught for the first down. It's Odunze. Over the middle. Odunze makes the catch. Bears move the chains. 8:50 left in this game. Oh my God, this is unreal. I can't believe what I'm seeing right now, man. This is crazy. By far one of them. Although last night's game can't be topped, this is a close second right now. This is crazy what we're witnessing. First down from the 47. Williams under pressure. Van Ginkel in pursuit. Just misses the sack. Williams throws it away. Did he step out before, though? Did he throw it away before or after he stepped out? The clock stopped, so it looked like he threw it away. Oh, no, they say he threw it after he went out. Oh, that's a loss of 4. Just steps out of bounds before he throws that football away. So Williams loses 4 on the carry. Good Lord, Bears offense with 3 points since their opening drive. 2nd and 14. Williams throws to his right, and the pass is incomplete for Odunze. Even if he had caught it, it wouldn't have been in bounds. Oh, my God. Getting down to the nitty-gritty now, folks. Oh. Oh, man. Big third down coming up for Chicago. They got to convert if they want to stay in this. Williams is in disbelief right now. 3rd and 14 from the 43. Williams, under pressure, throws to his left. Where was he throwing to? What? 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 What kind of a throw was that? Who the heck was he throwing to? Oh, and Williams took a bit of a hit after he threw it. Unbelievable. I have no idea who he even tried to throw that football to. But the Vikings have got themselves another stop, and that forces the Bears to punt again. Miles Price awaiting the return. The punt is blocked! The punt got blocked! Oh! Boy, what a turnaround this game has become. I've said it before and I've said it again. This Vikings team has just woken up all of a sudden. Taylor of the Vikings special teams got a hand on it for the block. And it gets down at the 32-yard line. Oh, my God. Jesus Christ, man, this is unreal. Oh, my God. I'm in disbelief. First down for the Vikings at the 32. Handoff to Mason. Mason picks up the first down. Still going into Bears territory inside the 50. Oh, man. Jordan Mason breaks away for a 20-plus yard run. Oh, man. Oh, man. This is turning into a nail-biter, folks. Oh, man. Oh, man. .6:45 left. First down from the Bears 49. Here's Mason again. Oh, this time he gets stuffed. This time he doesn't get anything. Oh, my God. Oh, man. Oh, man. Just taking some deep breaths here. Hoping my voice can work with me here. Second down. McCarthy throws to his right. He's got Hawkinson. He will pick up 9. Third down coming up for the Vikings. Brings up a 3rd down and 1. 5.5 left in this game. Boy, oh boy. 3rd down and 1. They push through with Aaron Jones. He gets the first down. Move those chains for the Vikings. We're coming up on 5 minutes left to go in this game. Oh, this is turning into some insanity. Oh, man. Just over 4.5 left on first down. Here's the gift to Jones. He gets 4 on the carry. Second down. You stuck around for this long. If you're new, subscribe, ring the bell, notify to the next time we go live. So again, we are live for every Thursday night. One Sunday afternoon game, the game of the week. Every Sunday night game and every Monday night game, including the double headers. Boy. 2nd and 7. He's got Jones wide open. First down. McCarthy throws to a wide open Aaron Jones. He steps out of bounds, though, with 3:52 left. Clock does stop, and Jones takes the blame for it. Oh, man. A true nail-biter between these two NFC North rivals, folks. $3:52 left. First down from the 23 of the Bears. Back to Jones on the ground. He gets stuffed up. He's going to lose a few yards. Actually, that wasn't even Jones. That was Mason. And by a few yards, he only loses a single yard. Mason just could not find the hole through that defensive line. So Mason loses a yard. It's going to be 2nd and 11. Coming up on 3 minutes left to go in this game. Second and 11 from the 24. McCarthy throws to Jefferson. Jefferson with some moves. Jefferson down at the 14-yard line, 1 yard short of the first down. Another 3rd and 1 situation for Minnesota. 2:59 left. I think the Bears call a timeout. They do. They use their second one. They did lose the first one because of the failed challenge on what looked to be a Hawkinson fumble, but he had been ruled down by contact. Bears challenged, the ruling stood, and they lost their first timeout. They just used their second one here. 2:59 left, big 3rd down coming up for the Vikings. If I'm Minnesota, I just try to push through and pick up the first down and just try to chew down as much clock as I can, because there's only one timeout that the Bears have left. Once they use that, they only have the 2-minute warning. Then they'll have no other chances to stop this clock. Here we go. 3rd and 1 from the 14. They got to get to the 13 at least for a first down. McCarthy on the keeper. McCarthy! Touchdown, Minnesota! The rookie QB. Well, I guess not really rookie, but J.J. McCarthy for a 14-yard rushing score. This might have just sealed it. Oh, my God. Wow. How about that? J.J. McCarthy takes it to the end zone, and the Vikings are up by 10 as the extra point is good. Oh, my God, this team has woken up. What else can I say, man? This is crazy. I didn't expect McCarthy to just run like that. Goes under the grasp of that Bears defender. He takes it in, man. Wow. Unbelievable. The Vikings are now up by 10. Oh, my God. The Vikings have had 3 straight touchdown drives. Since this turnaround has happened, man. This is unbelievable. If you were to tell me the Vikings were going to come back from this deficit, I'd have called you crazy. I mean, we've seen the Bears. We've seen the Bears pull off crazy. Well, actually, no, we haven't. The Bears have actually fallen short of potential comeback attempts, but still. If the Vikings somehow pull this off, this would be crazy. Yeah, Chicago is mad right now. After going 3 and out on so many drives for the Vikings, they just had 3 straight here these last few. This has been an insane turnaround. Bears take a touchback on the kickoff. There's 2:53 left in this game. Here's Williams. Throws over the middle. Oh, a one-handed snag! One-hander from Cole Kmet. First down, Chicago. That football didn't look like it touched the ground either. They get the snap off in time before it can be reviewed. Williams throws in, incomplete for Moore. Clock stops at 2:26. Bears are down by 10 only. But there's only 2:26 left. If they get this touchdown and extra point, they would have to go for the onside kick. Bears have no opportunities to stop the clock. They just have the 2-minute warning and that last timeout, as you can see, right? Well, you see it. You see it right here. Second down. Williams. Incomplete. Way over the reach of Swift. Six seconds come off the clock. It's 3rd down and 10 with 2:21 left. Oh, man, this is crazy. So you have 6 viewers in the chat. If you are new by chance, subscribe and ring the bell to get notified of the next time we go live. As I mentioned, every Thursday night game, the Sunday afternoon game of the week, every Sunday night game, and every Monday night game, including doubleheaders. It's 3rd down and 10. Williams. Incomplete over the reach of Odunze. But there is a flag. Flags are down. Are the Vikings going to get flagged for interference? Yes, they are. Now, depending on where the interference happened, it's either going to be at the spot of the foul or at the 1 yard line. Don't think it was in the end zone, though. Let's take a look at the replay here. Now, they're not going to show the interference in time. But it is, and it turned out the penalty moved the football to the 31-yard line. So it's going to be a first down at the 29. Williams throws, caught by Moore, and then he couldn't haul it in. Oh, but flags are going to fly because Moore took a shot, and so did Williams. Oh, Moore had it. He dropped it because one of the Vikings players came in too aggressively and freaking blasted him. So let's take a look. So right after Williams threw it, he went down and took a shot. And then the late hit on DJ Moore. Oh! Man, Moore took a hit. Whether it had been an incomplete pass or a fumble, it won't matter because the penalty is on the Vikings for unnecessary roughness. We're at 2:10 left. Make that 2:12. Oh boy, I think they're going to take an injury timeout. They're going to check on the status of DJ Moore. Moore seems to be up on his feet. They don't go to commercial. So it looks like Moore's all right. He does get up under his own power, and same with Williams after he took the shot after he threw the football. So it seems like they're both all right. But the penalty still stands. It's going to be a first down for the Bears as they get 15 yards closer. Again, Bears have one timeout left and the 2-minute warning at their disposal to stop the clock. Vikings still have all three of their timeouts. DJ Moore, while he managed to get up under his own power, he's able to walk to the sideline under his own power as well. For a short amount of time, though. Still needs a little bit of assistance to get to the sideline, but it looks like he's all right. Just for the record, no clock on this overlay. Keeping an eye on the official game clock here. Again, keep in mind, since the opening drive, the Bears' offense, and the offense specifically, has scored only 3 points since the opening drive. Here we go. First down at the 14-yard line of the Vikings. 2 minutes, 12 seconds left. Williams. He's going to run. Williams with the lane. Flag is down. And I think Williams, for the moment, is in for the touchdown. But let's see the flag. Oh, my God. I think Williams might be out of bounds just shy of the goal line. Oh, man. Oh, man. close. Did he step out before or after he broke the plane? I think he stepped out just before. I think this will be a first down and goal, though. 2:04 left. So originally they ruled it a touchdown, but it did get overturned. Williams was just shy of the goal line. Lordy, 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 folks. All right, 2:05 left. First thing goal, and the Bears are at the half-yard line. Oh, my God. This is getting crazy. This is getting crazy. First and goal. Williams. End zone wide open. Touchdown, Bears. Odunze for the score. Exactly what the Bears needed. They got the touchdown they needed. It's a 4-point game. But what do you do if you're the Bears? My guess is they just kick the extra point and go for an onside to try to get into field goal range. And Williams is on the sideline. They're gonna do the smart thing here and go for the extra point. And it's good. So 2:02 left. They didn't quite get to the 2-minute warning, so they do have 2 opportunities to stop the clock. If the Bears somehow recover this onside kick, they would have life. However, the Vikings recover. It's not necessarily over. They would need to pick up a first down to end it. Bears can get a stop. It is still possible because they would have 2 chances to stop this clock. Good Lord, man. On the edge of my seat. Okay, not really the edge of my seat, but just keeping an eye on the game here, making sure of what's going on, calling it as it is. Calling it like it is and calling it as it is. McCarthy tonight has gone 13 completions for 143 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception for that pick 6, but he has also had a rushing touchdown. Well, now that I think about it, actually, it wouldn't make sense to it would not make sense to kick it onside. So they're actually going to kick this deep. Here's the kick. Oh, the Vikings take a return. Here's the return. Down to the 26. So the Vikings take it out of the end zone, and we are now at the 2-minute warning. Kicked it deep. Wait a minute. Actually, no. Actually, it wouldn't have made sense for Santos to kick it deep. I just realized. He should have kicked it onside. He kicked it deep into the end zone. The Vikings knew that he kicked it deep. He returned it out of the end zone, and there went the only other implied timeout that they had. So Santos just made a stupid decision. He should have just taken a short kick or kicked it onside. Now, because he kicked it deep, now they only have one timeout instead of what could have been potentially two. What was Santos thinking? Like, you should have just kicked it. You should have just kicked it onside or just kicked it weakly. Like, should have just, if you were going to do a normal kickoff, you should have just kicked it short or onside. But instead, he kicks it deep, and there goes the only implied timeout the Bears, or I should say the Vikings, had. This might cost them. This might cost them the game, but then again, all the Vikings have to do is just get themselves a first down. I don't get what they were thinking there. Kicking it deep was not the best idea. He should have just kicked it. He should have kicked it away from the landing zone. Here's Mason on first down. Gets down for a gain of 3. Second down and a timeout taken, I believe, by the Bears. Bears since 2022 have gone 3-15 against NFC North opponents. Worst division record in the NFL. Bears used their last time out, but now they've got no chances to stop the clock when they could have had one more. Now it's second down at 7. Mason again. Stopped at the 29-yard line, but now that clock is going to keep running. Now the Bears just cannot stop it. It's a third down and 7. They're going to have less time to work with on their hands because Santos kicked it deep. They could have had a little more time on that clock. But now they may not have a chance at all. Bears may just lose this game. And Minnesota takes a timeout, but right as the game clock hits 1. So Minnesota burns their first timeout. Vikings are going to run another play. Another 40 seconds could come off. They can call another timeout, and they can just punt this away. Here we go. Third down at 7. I will say, Jason, the source you're viewing Jason Purcell, the source I'm sure you're using to check the live score and stuff is probably behind for you. So it does have a delay in updating. All right, 3rd down at 7. Mason will get the handoff. He'll be stopped for a gain of about 2. 40 more seconds are going to come off. Vikings will probably call a timeout with 15 seconds left. I don't know why Santos kicked it deep. He should have just kicked it short or onside. Now that horrible decision of his, or by Ben Johnson for that matter, is going to cost the Bears potentially the game. McCarthy is the second player with multiple passing touchdowns in his Vikings debut. The last one to do it was Fran Tarkenton, ironically enough, against the Bears way back in '61. Boy, oh boy, folks. Vikings called their second timeout with 16 seconds left. All right. If Devin Duvernay is smart, he'll just take a kneel down and just not take any time off of that clock. Here's the punt. Fair catches it at the 20 with 9 seconds left, but it could have been more if Santos just kicked the kickoff short. Instead, Bears may have only one opportunity to get into field goal range, so at this point, Williams might have to just try a Hail Mary. I mean, this was just bad. Here we go. First down from the 20. Uh-oh, bot snap. Moore is able to pick it up. He steps out of bounds. And flags are down. Oh, my God, so much went wrong. Moore was in motion. He ran into the snap right as it was going to be snapped to Williams. Gets bobbled, and there was an illegal shift on the Bears. Even if that would have gone for positive yardage, it would have come back. So that negates all of it, and 4 seconds come off that clock. 5 seconds left. It's 1st and 15, and now the Bears have got to go for a Hail Mary. First and 15. Williams has got to go for a Hail Mary. Instead, and he doesn't do that. They play the lateral game. Odunze to Moore. He's got a lateral in here. Vikings recover, and it's over. It is over. Bears just completely collapsed. This game is over. I don't know what on earth they were trying to do. Rather than go for a Hail Mary, Williams just tries to play the lateral game, and it doesn't even come close to working. And the Minnesota Vikings have won this game. Wow. The Vikings have come back after being down 11. They get 3 consecutive touchdown drives. Score 21 unanswered points and come back to beat the Chicago Bears 27-24. Wow. And for the Vikings, that's their 6th straight win at Soldier Field against the Bears, the longest win streak of all time. And I just got one thing to say after seeing this ending. The Bears are who we thought they were. They are who we thought they were. Just a whole bunch of choke artists. Hey, Bears, nice 11-point lead you had there. No way you can blow it, right? Oh, wait, you did. And you lost because of your kicker making a completely pointless kick deep down the field. Wow. These two primetime games in particular are going to get talked about for a while. First, last night's game with the Bills coming out of nowhere to come back and defeat the Ravens after coming back from a 15-point deficit in the fourth quarter. And now tonight, with the Vikings being down 11, 21 unanswered points, they hold on and they win it. The Ravens and the Bears are choke artists. That's what I come to discover from these first two primetime games for Sunday and Monday Night Football. This was insane. Just incredible. Wow. This was I'm in disbelief. Like I thought the Bears were going to win it after they dominated the Vikings in the first half, but like I said before, the Bears are who we thought they were. They were choke artists. They had an 11-point lead. They let the Vikings just run all over them with 21 unanswered points. They just could not get the job done at all. And they are going to lose. Just what an insane way to kick off the season, week 1. We had the season opener with the Cowboys and the Eagles. It was a classic NFC East battle. It was a shootout. That one was down to the wire. Cowboys fell short, but I'm optimistic about the team, about how they performed on that game. Then we had the Friday night game in Brazil, the Chiefs and the Chargers, and the Chargers came out of nowhere to destroy the Chiefs and win it, taking down the reigning defending AFC champions. Then we get to Sunday afternoon between the Lions and the Packers. Micah Parsons gets his first sack of his career as a Packer. And they destroyed the Lions. Then we have the Sunday nighter. The Bills were down 15 over the Ravens. And yet they were able to come back out of nowhere and take them down by 1 point. And then we had this game where the Vikings were down 11 and they were able to score 21 unanswered points to come back and beat the Bears. This was a crazy week 1. I got very high hopes for what this season is set to provide for us if these are the games that we are getting for the streams. But folks, thank you so much for watching and joining me here on this insane closing game to week 1. Holy crap. What a 5 streams, and they were all insane. These were intense games, man. These were great ones to witness for sure. But the season's just getting started. So, folks, I will see you guys back here this coming Thursday, because week 2 is set to kick off with a Thursday night football game, and it could prove to potentially be an interesting one, as we'll have the Washington Commanders traveling to Lambeau Field to take on the Green Bay Packers after they destroyed the Lions at home. And remember, I'm doing something different. I'm no longer using the Commanders W logo for the overlay. I'll be using their old Redskins logo because that's the logo I feel like they should be represented as. Because that's how they were when they were founded, and that's how I think it should stay for the future. So we will be using their old Redskins logo for the overlay. But man, what a slate of games we had this week. All of them had completely different outcomes from what I thought they would be. And I'm just so looking forward to what this season is set to provide for us. Here we are in year number 4. And week 1 has already given me a whole bunch of surprises that I can't wait to see going forward. But again, I will see you guys on Thursday for the start of week number 2, where the Commanders will face off against the Packers. But until then, I'm Rose JC signing off for now, saying thanks for watching. Have a safe week. Always have a positive mental attitude, in the words of my buddy JJ General 1. Please stay safe, take care of each other, always have a positive mental attitude, and please take care of your mental health. And with that being said, I will see you all on Thursday as we kick off week number 2 of the 2025 NFL season. Peace out and thank you for watching week 1.